Hey everybody, Karen Anderson here with Aortic Hope for another exciting live event for Aortic Disease Awareness Month. So before we get started, I'm going to ask all of you to please click like, please click that subscribe button, click the bell so that you're notified every time we go live. I believe we have a couple more live moments for the rest of this month, only one more live event that is coming up with a disability law firm on the 30th. But for right now, we have Tara Cohen, Executive Vice President of Lawrence Hope, one of our favorite guests to have with us. Welcome tonight, hey, Tara.
Hey, Karen.
How are you?
Oh, good. It's so nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too. I'm going to try not to have the giggles because I'll start to cough. Oh boy.
I get the giggles every time we get on together.
Every time. You know, Josh and I were talking today about what we were going to do for a game, a trivia game, if I was able to hold out that long. And we came to the conclusion, it doesn't matter. You're going to win anyway. So, doesn't
Can you
matter.
make it like a math game? I'll lose.
With what game?
If it's a math game, I will lose.
I'm really good at addition and subtraction. I'm really good at that and multiplication. I'm really good at basic math, super fast. Years of working retail. I love numbers. I love all of that. But yeah, you're kicking me in trivia. You really, you're doing me in. But that's not why we're here. That's the bonus round tonight, if I make it. Why we're here is because we want to talk about Lawrence Hope medical ID jewelry. And so I'm going to give the floor to you because actually I want to run and go grab my 2 bracelets because I want to just have them on and just kind of be, a little Vanna White with them tonight. So why don't you take a minute, explain everybody a little bit about yourself and the history of Lawrence Hope.
You got it.
Thanks.
So like Karen said, I'm Tara Cohen. I am the Executive Vice President at Lawrence Hope Medical ID Jewelry. Lawrence Hope is a 23-year-old business. We just celebrated our 23rd anniversary last month. And in that time, we have been privately owned the whole time. Our founder, Leanne Carlson, is still our CEO today and still in the office. And we love that because we've retained our roots so well. So much of our staff has been with us more than 10 years. I've been with the company 12 years, and it's such a privilege to get to do this. And so I'm super excited to just talk to all of you about Lawrence Hope today. Like I said, we've been around for 23 years, and what Lawrence Hope does is custom medical ID jewelry. All of our jewelry is custom engraved just for you. So you'll always have a tag that has that symbol on it, and on the back, your personal engraving information. When we do that, we do everything in-house. So when you call us, you speak to a real-life person in Kansas City, Missouri, who is very happy to help you with your sizing and your engraving and any other issues that you may have or questions you may have as you're placing your order. Once we take that order from you, we move that through the building and we engrave in-house. So everything continues to stay in-house. The orders move into our production team, all in-house. So the beaded jewelry that you see, the vast majority of what we do, we make in-house. So you still see beaded jewelry on the website, and so much of that is made right here in Kansas City. We try and keep as much as we can here in the US. So once we do that, everything gets quality checked, and then we actually take all those products, pack them up, and hand them to a trusted shipping partner. So absolutely no piece of your information and none of your products, your engraving or anything leaves our building or our hands until it is sealed in a secure envelope and shipped. We even keep our building secure. And we do that so that we can protect your information and your products. So that's a little bit about Lawrence Hope. It's just our little brief overview because we've done this so many times, and I'm sure plenty of you have heard this story. So the long origin story, I think we'll skip tonight, but I will tell you guys that in addition to the fabulousness that you're going to see on Karen's wrist, I'll give you some other little tips about this, about the company and as we go along. And I apologize for my very inarticulate intro. I went in big circles and just went for about 5 minutes.
I'm sure it was fine. It gave me enough time to grab my bracelets and change my shirt, which in all honesty had some sweet and sour sauce on it, you guys. And I couldn't do this with my hair sitting here like this. So I put on a nice Aortic Hope shirt. All right. Glad you're giving him the view of the
A
history.
very slight overview with
Yeah,
my meandering thoughts
but
today. I don't know why.
it's so great because I love a history that has you know, reason and passion behind it, and that just is something that it resonates. It will resonate with this community. And the product lines that you offer, I'm such a, you know, I love your company. I can't imagine there's anybody that loves it any more than me, but I really do. And our organization does. And it's because it takes so long for somebody to actually realize that this is debilitating for some, a minor nuisance for other, but it is something that you're going to have to live with and consider for the rest of your life. And so because it has you know, the potential to be so life threatening, if you find yourself in a situation where you can't advocate for yourself, you have to be able to communicate for yourself. And one of the easiest ways to do it is to wear a piece of the jewelry. And, you know, it is clearly unisex, although you don't need to have something that's so sparkly and fabulous as what I'm having here between the yellow gold and the silver tone here, right? You can have something that looks like a sporty watch band, something that's more for geared towards those that are athletes. And the key here is it's very versatile and and what you're, I mean, when I look at the back of the tag, I can read it without glasses. And that to me, it's so amazing.
That
I
is my
mean,
current litmus if something is big enough. Can I
yeah,
read it without my readers?
and I read it and I'm like, yeah, I think I really did a good job. I got all the information that was the most important. And I know what I have confidence in is somebody from your company what probably would have called me or said, hey, I got a question about this. Is this what you're trying to say?
Yep.
I know I could call you guys and I keep getting the same customer service gentleman all the
Yes.
time, which
Yes.
I love communicating with him and I cannot remember his name right
Michael.
now.
His name is
Yes.
Michael, and he's
And
delightful.
he's so delightful. And you know, I called him the first time and I said, I don't remember how to measure my wrist. Don't laugh at me, but I don't. So what did I put in my last couple orders? And he
Mhm.
looked it right up and he said, we've got you. It's, you know, you're going to use the double clasp. And I said, you know, what is your opinion again? What's the acronym for allergy? And he gave it to me. And it was just so helpful. It was wonderful. I mean, you don't find that kind of level of customer service really with anybody anymore these days,
You really
especially for
don't.
something so important.
You really don't find that,
Hmm.
and we're so lucky to have Michael. He's a delight. If you call, you may also speak with Cherish. Cherish has been with us for 12 years.
Wow.
And you may also speak with Daniela. She backs up customer care, and she's been with us, I think, 2 years now.
Okay.
And they're delightful people. And you get to speak to an actual live person,
Yeah.
and we really love that. It also means if you call us at 5 o'clock on Friday, we're not here. If you call on
Hmm.
Saturday, we're not here. We are like a small business. We're actual real people, and we go home
Hmm.
on the weekends and we hang out with our
Right.
families and stuff. So,
Right.
if you do call over the weekend, realize we're open 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday Central Time. So we're an hour
Hmm.
behind Eastern. And so I think that sometimes that's frustrating for folks when they reach out late in the day on a Friday. But you're also supporting a small American business when you shop with us. And we have a full-time model, full-time employees, and we take good care of our people.
Hmm.
And that allows them to come in refreshed and take good care of our customers. And
And they do. They
they do.
do.
Our customer service is I can't say enough nice things about that team. They're just genuinely really lovely people.
Yeah.
And then they try so hard to help everyone. We live here. We know it is expensive to have health conditions. And we know it is hard to deal with insurance companies and doctors' offices all the time, on top of managing your condition,
Yeah.
right? And that stuff is so stressful. People come in and they're just so used to having to fight. And that's not how we roll. We try so hard to be a soft place to land and the people who say yes,
Hmm.
because we got you, and
Yeah.
that's what we do. We do this for people. And it's, I've told you this many times. I started as customer, and the customer service I received when my son demolished his first bracelet
Yeah.
was so far above and beyond anything I could possibly have expected, that it led to this wonderful relationship that I built with Lawrence Hope. And it led to me moving from Florida to Kansas City to be part of this team. And
That says a lot right there. That says a lot.
All because of the customer service at Lawrence Hope. And I have made it a priority in my time with the business to really support our customer care team and their advocacy for our customers, because they are so important to us. It is so important to me and to Leanne that if you call, you speak to a person. We don't have an answering service that takes calls in off hours, because they don't know what we know.
Right.
We know how to help you with your engraving, right? We don't know more about your condition than you do, but we know how to abbreviate stuff for you, right? We know what order to move stuff around. We know how to tell you how to measure your wrist, right? Because people forget. And I'll give you a little insider tip.
Please.
If you placed an order, if you had just said, I'm going to guess, I'm pretty sure my wrist is 6.5, and you placed that order, if your last order was not for a 6.5, we're going to call you.
It's going to flag.
We're going to go, Karen, did you mean to say 6.5? Because your last one was for a 6.
Right.
Or your last one was for a 5.5. And we just want to make sure we send you the right thing and that it fits you well. And we do that all day long. We make these calls. And most of the time, it's a mistake. Most of the time, someone measured wrong, or they measured their own, which is not what we want you to do. We want your wrist measurement. All of those things that people, just these common little errors, those quick phone calls, those texts that we do just to go, hey, was that what you wanted to do? It means that we craft that bracelet, we custom engrave that bracelet, we ship that bracelet, you get it and you're happy. You don't get it and go, oh man, it's way too big,
And while we're talking about how to measure, since I again can't remember, how is the measurements done? Is it literally from all the way around, including the tag? Because I tried to take off my bracelet and lay it down, and I was like, that doesn't seem like my wrist, which is 7.
No.
So I was like, that's definitely wrong.
I'm trying to see if I have a soft measuring tape in my drawer, because I usually have a little Lawrence Hope measuring tape in here. I do not, so I'm going to fake it.
Okay.
So take one of my little computer tabbies. Okay. So let's say this was a soft measuring tape. Okay.
Right.
What I would tell you to do would be to take that soft measuring tape, wrap it around your wrist, right around by your wrist bone. Okay. You're going to wrap that around so that it is snug, not tight, just flush to the skin. Okay. So it's not digging into me in any way, just flush to the skin. If this were a measuring tape, right here, there would be a number. And right here, there would be a 0. Not the end of the tape and not the 1. Both very, very common things that people accidentally do. You want to look for that 0, and then whatever the overlapping number is, that's your wrist measurement. So if you see the 0 here and right here is a 6, then your wrist is 6 inches, and that's what you put on the product page when you order. People often ask this a lot, and I'm really glad you mentioned it as far as like, I laid out my bracelet, I tried to measure my bracelet. Please don't do that. And I'll tell you why. Some bracelets are super tiny, thin little chains. So when you picture a bracelet, like here's our Melody bracelet. You've seen this many, many times. This bracelet has these little tiny beads, right? But if it had big chunky beads and I made it 7 inches long, and if this one were 7 inches long, the space in here there would be less space in here if on the one with the larger beads. So if you laid them out, it would actually, you would have one would be longer than the other so that it would fit the same size wrist. So we do all that. That's our problem, right? Let us figure that out. We just ask for your wrist measurement. And then when we design new bracelets, we test them out to see what do we need to do with your wrist measurement in order to produce a bracelet that's going to fit comfortably for that style. It's not the length of your bracelet. It's not, is it just a tag, no tag? When you are on the site, you tell us, I want a bracelet. I want a tag. I don't want a tag. If you don't want a tag, you're going to tell us, I already have a Lawrence Hope tag, or I have a tag, from another company or anything like that. So we know how long the tag is. And if we know we know your wrist measurement, we can make you a bracelet that fits you just great.
I want people to, if I can get this close enough, I doubt that I can with the light, but look how easy that is to read. It might be a little blurry, but it's engraved so nicely. And on the back of my tag, I just want people to know what I put. Mine says literally aortic dissect. So I
Mhm.
stopped it at the T, and then it has a slash mark, and it says aneurysm because I do have an aneurysm. I wanted to know I actually had one, and then underneath of that it says colostomy, which is important so people know when they have to maneuver my body what
Mhm.
they may find. And then the fourth line says ALRGY,
Mhm.
allergy. And I put IV contrast
Mhm.
and then a forward slash latex because I have a latex allergy.
Yep.
And then on the fifth line, it says RX Eliquis
Mhm.
because my prior tag had Plavix. And there's a big difference between Plavix and Eliquis.
Huge.
And then I also have, well, there's no space, but I'm sure they figured this out. Clonidine PA for patch. I figured somebody would know what PA meant and they would know to look for my arm because if they wanted to put me into an MRI or something like that, you have to take that metal backing patch off. And then the last line is the ICE in case of emergency, my husband's name and his phone number. And I mean, I feel so secure with this on because everything that's the most key critical that they need is on here. And quite frankly, now that many states across the country are starting to adapt the same patient portal system,
Mhm.
um, they're able to tap in and tell you, oh, you're still taking these meds, and you could be in another state,
Yep.
but not trying to bet on that. The most important things I feel like I was able to get on this tag that would be crucial if a physician needed to know. So that's why I love my tag. And my tag's flat, which does, like
It's
you had
flat.
mentioned in the last show, takes a little bit. It's very different than having a slightly curved
It is. It
curve.
is.
But that's because I have mother of pearl and it's pretty.
Right. So even this one, this is our
Hmm.
gardenia tag. This is one of our older tags we still carry. You can see
Yeah.
there's a little space here because it is just very slightly curved. Here's one of our Gemini tags. We call those because they're a two-tone. And this one, see how it's just very
Right.
slightly
Ever
curved.
so slightly. Uh-huh.
It's so slight that
Yep.
when you shift to a flat tag, it's not a big difference.
Right. Right.
The thing is, you don't wear your bracelet like this, right? We don't wear our bracelets where the tag sits like this on the
Right.
side of your wrist.
No.
That's not comfortable. So a flat tag on the back or even the front of your wrist
Yeah.
is fine. It's very
Don't even
comfortable.
notice it. It's very
You
comfortable.
really don't notice it. I have had
Yeah.
so few people notice that it's flat and they're surprised about that sometimes when they
Hmm.
get them if they've purchased tags before. But once they wear it, it's just as comfortable as the slightly curved tags. And the reason that they're flat is because those are our tags that have inlays. So
Hmm.
abalone, mother of pearl, howlite, malachite, all these stones, they're true natural stones
Yeah.
or natural elements that if they bent, they'd crack. So
Now,
nobody needs that.
these are okay in the shower. I haven't, but I'm just curious because I
Uh,
knew we were talking. Shower, if soapy water gets on it, do I need to freak out? What if I forgot to take it off and jumped in the pool? Do I need to now freak out?
don't freak out. It's not like back in the day when we were in high school and your friend pushed you in the pool and you had your Casio watch on and that was the end of the watch.
Right,
It didn't
right.
work that way. So you get caught in the rain, you accidentally leave it on in a shower. Nothing is going to happen to your bracelet.
Yeah. Okay.
We do say we don't recommend the inlay tags be worn in water. And the reason we say that is because if any water gets under there, over time, maybe your tag wouldn't last as long.
Hmm.
And we want it to last as long as possible for you, right? It's the same reason that we say take it off before you get in the shower. Unless you're talking about something that is just plain stainless steel, which, we have a lot of, and a lot of it looks like sterling and is just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's remarkable how good stainless can look. But we do a lot in stainless because some people they just want 24/7 wear. I'm going to put it on and I'm just never taking it off.
Hmm.
But if you want those prettier looks, you want something with sterling, you want fancy beads, you want crystals and this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
the luster of your jewelry, the beauty of it, and that shine, that new jewelry look will last longer if you don't get chemicals on it. And
Hmm.
that's really the thing. It's really not about water. The inlay stuff, yeah, I don't want water getting under that inlay because I know that's two pieces together and that
Yeah.
no matter what, That's always my concern. I don't want water under there. But our regular tags, when you look at that, it's, and our jewelry for that matter, our bracelets, all of it, getting them wet isn't the problem. The problem is then we get our soap on it and we get our shampoo on it, and then we get out of the
Perfume,
shower,
lotion.
we got our little misty smell good stuff, and then we get
Right.
some lotion because we're all dry, and you don't think about that stuff, but over time it really dulls the finish of your jewelry.
Yeah.
And it eats away at that finish. And I'll give you another tip. Never, ever, ever leave your bracelet on when you are getting a manicure.
Right.
This is a super weird thing, but I'll tell you, I like a dip mani. If you do any kind of manicure that uses acetone to soak off.
Yes.
Such a mostly ladies tip. The fumes from acetone are corrosive. This is not about Lauren Soap jewelry. This is about all jewelry. Protect your jewelry, ladies. Take your stuff off. You always take your wedding ring off before you go sticking your fingers and that stuff. Take your bracelets off. It will erode the finish on some of your jewelry, and it's just, you can't undo that.
Yeah. I was a dip girl too, and I recently said I'm going to go for 2 months with nothing and let them just, for the first time in 40 years, and just let them breathe. I mean, actually, it's the first time since COVID, when we are all racing before they shut down the country to get everything off, because we didn't know how to take this stuff off.
No,
it's like, how do you get
kidding?
dip off?
I actually, there is a weird spot on my kitchen table from me being so ridiculous and pouring acetone into a bowl at home and not using glass.
Right.
So I just ate through the finish.
I was going to say, if I ate through it, we were all sitting there, nail files, just like, oh God, this stuff doesn't come off, soaking for hours. And then we all made the mad dash when we knew we had like a moment in time to just run and get this stuff off. And so I just decided now I'm giving them a break, and they just look so poony, but whatever. It's all right. Yours, I was looking, I'm like, oh, I miss, it's the greatest fall color. Just I thought I'd say.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I love a good fall nail. And I have a nice little excuse, because whenever I meet people, they say, oh, what do you do? And I go, I do this.
Yes.
For long time, this is what we do. We make medical IDs. Yeah. But I don't want my nails to be all,
right, no, like mine.
I always have to show people my hands. But also, I'm just always so proud of what we do that I always want to show people.
Yeah, of course. You're like a hand model.
Oh, I love it. Well, actually, a lot of us in the office are not professional hand models, but we are.
You're the ones in the pictures. I'm sure that you have to be.
We are the ones in the pictures. If you see hands with some age on them in our pictures, it's usually me. If you see like these super young looking hands, it's usually our designer, Katie.
That's so funny. That's great.
It's one more way that we try to look out for our customers, frankly, because I don't like to shoot with real models, Right. Now, some of the people who work for us are so gorgeous, you would just think that they're models, but they are actually people who work at Lauren Soap, and they're just amazingly beautiful people.
Okay.
But we shoot with the people who work in our building and their families, right? So if you see almost any of the shots of men on the website, Michael from customer service, who everybody loves, he does model for us sometimes. But other than that, it's usually somebody's husband that we dragged in for the day.
That's so great. That's so awesome.
Yeah. And because it helps us in a couple of levels. First of all, I think it is nice to have real people and not toothpaste models, right? We sell medical IDs. Some of our customers are like me, where I have a lot of allergies. I don't have a condition that all day, every day I have to think about. I'm very fortunate that way. My son, for instance, has epilepsy all day, every day, right? That's an all day, every day concern. So it's one of those things for us where I lost my train of thought, and that's never happened.
Models, important, humans, people working for you, wearing that. It's very important. Even if you don't have a condition, that your employees, I think where you were going with this is your employees are involved, and you're not hiring people who have no affinity or loyalty.
Thank you. It is that I want to show real people, right?
Right.
I want to show real people because yes, so I'm sure toothpaste models need medical IDs too, but in general, you can have something that is just a once in a while thing, and you can have a thing that it's a daily thing, and you still need a medical ID.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a person who looks a certain way to need a med ID and to benefit from that. So for us, I love that. I love having real people, real models. We shoot in our building, we shoot around town. And we try to do that so that we can show you our jewelry ourselves and really know that we're giving you that great, accurate representation. And it also helps us keep our costs down, which is great. So we try and do that for our customers too, right? So if we can shoot with people who already work for us and our families, that's terrific.
I love it.
Yeah, so
I love it.
I'm always really pleased with that. It's another just little thing that we do that I really like.
So great. It's so cute. I'm going to check in to see who's, what did you say?
Thank you for getting me back on track.
No, yeah, I was right there with you. It took me a millisecond because I was like, oh God, if she forgot, I might forget, right? I might forget.
No. Oh my goodness, sorry.
I might have to come visit you in Kentucky, and like maybe I'll get my little bitty wrist, I'll stretch my hand out so it looks young.
If you're ever out here, first of all, Kansas City has the absolute best barbecue.
Why did I say Kentucky?
I don't know, but
it's not what I meant, but yeah. Okay.
No,
Kansas City.
Kansas City is the best barbecue in the country. I can say that because I've lived in 6 different states.
Okay.
And we really do have the best barbecue. So if you come out, we'll go out, we'll have a really fantastic barbecue, and we'll do a photo shoot.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I just need some months to try to lose a little weight. What do you say?
I definitely want to see Karen be a model with all kinds of sticky things on her fingers. Right?
I'm gonna have bracelets going all the way up. Oh, and sticky
barbecue shoot, jewelry and barbecue.
In the jewelry, yeah, absolutely.
I will totally do that. I'd have a blast.
That's a really, really good segue into some very washable new IDs.
Yes. Before we do, I just want to check and see who might be with us. We should give a shout out to.
Let's say hi to some people.
Okay.
We've got Tom. Hey, Tom. Donna.
Hey, Tom.
Donna. Christina. Hey, Christina. Ken joining us from Australia. Hey, Ken.
Hey, it's Australia.
Donna
Way to go, mate. I'm sorry.
How long does it take to get after you order?
Oh, good question. Thank you. Okay, so the question was how long does it take to get? Karen, I sent you a new ID a couple weeks ago. From the time that I sent it to you?
Not even a week. It was there. It was awesome. Actually, I think I placed an order before you sent me what I talked to you about, and I got yours before the one I got, but it was all within the first 7 days. It was all there. And I was so excited because I knew what it was, and it was an adorable little pouch, and I was very happy. Yeah.
I love those. Thank you for the testimonial. I appreciate that. Kansas City is so centrally located in the US that we are super fortunate because we ship from our offices in Kansas City. So in general, about a week. Holidays, you can expect it to take a little longer. I always encourage people, we're going to have great promotions all through November. I highly recommend ordering earlier in November, even before Black Friday. We're going to have great sales. Because the post office gets backed up. And so, and it happens. And then there's the weather and all of that. So, but in general, during the most of the year, we typically have products in-house for 4 days or fewer. And then anywhere in the country is typically 5 days in the mail, something like that.
That's not long.
So the odds of it taking more than a week and a half from the time you order are slim. And that would be if you ordered like on a Friday and there's 2 weekends in there, that kind of thing.
Right.
So yeah, usually about 5 days, 5 to 9 days. But we do that as quickly as we can. We do also offer FedEx and USPS priority. The new thing we have also, which I really am super excited about, is a rush processing option. So if you don't quite want to pay for FedEx, but you want it out the door a little faster, we have a kind of almost like a priority lane. And that you can opt into, and that's during the checkout process, and it'll tell you how much faster it'll get out to you. So it's a little service that we're offering so that we can help save you a little bit off of like expedited shipping, but still get it out a little faster for you.
Wonderful.
Okay, and she has a follow-up question. How many lines can you put on the back of a bracelet or a necklace?
Great question. Karen can answer this one too.
Well, I have on my bracelet 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 on my bracelet, and this is pretty standard tag.
Yep.
And there's 6 lines on the back.
25 characters per line, including spaces. 6 lines.
Yeah.
for our oval tags. All of our interchangeable bracelets where you have the bracelet strand and the ID tag take our oval tags, so the 6 lines. The only one that doesn't allow for that is our La Petite tag, because it is petite and it only takes 5 lines. But we also have some other styles, such as our urban line, that have slightly larger tags. And so there are some other products that have a little more engraving space. Then there are some that have a little less. We have some little medallions that take a little less, and we have some larger dog tags that take a little more.
Very good. Anything else, Josh?
I like that. And so that's 25 characters, and that's both 5 and 6. It's across.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very
So
much.
whether it's 5 lines or 6, it's 25 characters across. And if you're having trouble fitting something, just give us a call. We have these wonderful customer care reps, as we've been talking about, and they're so good at figuring out how to kind of rearrange your words a little bit or use some common medical abbreviations to really get all of that to fit and be super legible. I will tell you, if you're trying to fit a lot, do not run your words together. Do not try to use emojis.
Emojis?
Sometimes people do,
Do
and
they
so
really try to put some emojis?
well, they're not going to engrave properly, and
Yeah, right.
and it makes it almost like those old word puzzles that you would see in the newspaper, where it would have a little picture and you have to kind of figure out what
Yeah.
letters. That's not what you want an EMT doing. If you're
Right,
having an
right.
emergency, this is not the time for word guessing games and like emoji word association. Give us a call. We will help you get it to fit. And it almost always does.
Perfect.
Okay, take
Any
it
other
away, Karen.
questions? Okie dokie. All right, let's get into some products. By the way, for those of you that are with us tonight, we're going to give away 2 gift certificates. We're going to give away 2 $25 gift certificates because we still have some other events that are going to happen remaining in the year. But tonight, because you guys are chatting with us, if you just hold on, because it's going to be a lot of fun coming up. We will spin the wheel and we'll need you here with us before the end, which will be closer to 9 o'clock, so that we can announce who the 2 winners will be. They'll get a gift certificate to use, and we'll be sure to get you the link that you should use to go ahead and place those orders. All right, let's look at products. Show us a couple things, special things.
Okay. So I'm super excited.
My favorite part of the day. My favorite part.
This is the most fun.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you guys. Okay, I know that there's less than a dozen of us. Okay, so like this is top secret. I brought home with me some samples from the holiday collection. So don't rat me out. But these are unreleased products. We almost never do this. And I'm super excited, but because it's Karen and because it's Aortic, just a few little sneak peeks. So we
Looking
have a few
to see what's going on my Christmas list. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. So first, I'm going to show you one that we're thinking about.
Okay.
And I would like to get your opinions on whether you like it. So this is a piece that we might bring out next year. So it's a sterling silver magnolia centerpiece. Let's see.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and
That's
it's
magnolia. Is
hand-stranded.
that magnolia? Is that the flower? Is that Hawaii flower? What flower? Where's that magnolia?
Hawaii is hibiscus.
Oh, is that what it? Okay, I can't think.
Magnolia is typically associated with the U.S. South.
Okay, right. Okay, let me see
At
that
least in my
again.
experience.
I
But
love that that's sterling silver.
it's a sterling centerpiece, and
That's
then
so
it's dual
nice.
stranded on either side.
Nice.
I love this bracelet. We got this in, and the centerpiece was from a new provider, because we do not handcraft sterling in the building. So I said, I'm going to wear this and make sure that it is of our quality, right?
Mhm.
I'm allergic to everything, so if it has
Yep.
base metal or nickel, I'll know. Even though
Right.
we do our due diligence on our pieces, but I want to make sure. I have been wearing this thing for 2 months, and I wore it in a hot tub. I've been wearing it in the shower, which I don't recommend doing with your jewelry, but I'm trying to abuse this piece to see how
Right.
well it can hold up to poor
Yeah.
treatment, and it just looks great. So
Now
I'm
the
quite
beads, the bracelet part is made in-house, and then you're
Mhm.
attaching it to the center part. So that's the other
Yeah.
thing. I'm not too sure. I don't know, because I was, doing what my magic trick in the other room. So everything that you have, other than let's say that centerpiece, is crafted in-house right there in
Almost all of it.
Kentucky. I mean Kansas City.
Yeah, so
Right.
so the vast majority of our jewelry we do make in-house. And
Yes.
we have a full-time team of bench jewelers who do a phenomenal job.
Mhm.
So what they do is they hand strand beaded jewelry, such as Shelly, which will be coming out,
Oh,
the
that's
holiday
so
collection.
cute. Look at that.
Isn't
Oh,
she
that looks
cute?
pretty. That's perfect tag with that.
Isn't it great? The howlite goes so well.
Yeah.
The howlites are icon tags, and you can really see the thickness of these.
Yep.
So even compared to our mother of pearl, they're
Right.
thicker. They're a little teeny bit heavier, but I mean, you don't notice you're wearing it. But I love this because Shelly is stretchy,
Yeah.
and I think that she just looks like a really fun beach day.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Very
and
nice.
at the same time, kind of winter white. So
Uh-huh.
I think this is going to be just a standout for holiday. Really excited to bring it out.
Mhm.
Um, Also for holiday,
Yeah.
and anyone who has shopped with us in the last 2 years has seen our Ellas. The Ellas are these little CZs.
Yes.
They're circular bezel set CZs. So our new one is going to be in this lovely, lovely London sapphire blue. And
Gorgeous.
I think I got that.
Yeah,
picture.
that's beautiful. I'll have to have that too. And then
Yep.
I'll put that with my silver one and I'll
Mhm.
have 2 strands hanging from my bracelet.
Well, and that's a fun thing to do because you can't.
Yeah.
And so that's our blue traveler tag. And I love a traveler tag.
Yes. Yes.
They are paint inlay with
Mhm.
epoxy so that they're
Yeah.
smooth all the way across. And it just goes beautifully with with those sapphire tone stones. And I just
Very
think
nice.
it's fun. So we've got a couple of new Ellas coming out, but that is one of them.
I
I'm
love
super
it.
excited about that. And
Yeah.
you are correct. You can put more than one strand on on a tag. So if you like a
Mhm.
stacked look, like Karen was just mentioning, you can take a secondary strand. I am not left-handed, so it's hard for me to do secondary, and you just attach it to your tag, just
Totally
like
different look.
a
It's great.
stacked book.
Yep.
Super fun.
Very nice. Do
Now
you
we
have
also,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay. There's more.
Oh,
I'm
there's
really
more. Oh,
excited.
wait,
Show me
there's
more.
more.
Yeah. I keep
So
leaning in. Yeah.
this is the one I'm curious to see what you think, Karen.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. I know exactly who I know who's getting that. I know Terry on my board. She's going to say sold. I want it right now.
Okay,
That
so
is
this new tennis
so
bracelet with these
pretty.
baguettes,
Oh
here's
my
the kicker.
gosh. Stretchy.
It's stretchy. It's a stretchy tennis bracelet,
Stretchy.
and I am
Yeah.
obsessed with it. I mean, it is
Oh
so
gosh.
cute.
Yeah.
It looks great, and it looks like a nice tennis
Yep.
bracelet, but it's stretchy.
Did that have
And
clasp on the end? I missed it. What's attached to the tag?
yep,
So
so
I can attach that to my tag too.
yeah,
But that
you
looks
can.
really good with that tag. That's the
It-
tag to wear it with.
The
Oh my
lilac
gosh.
abalone tag is a sleeper. Like
Yeah.
you just don't think about it, but when it matches a bracelet,
That's
it
it.
makes the bracelet. It
Pops.
is everything with that one.
Oh my God.
I
That's
love
everything.
it. Yeah, it is so
Love
pretty.
it.
So now, two more
Okay.
styles, each with two variations. I got
Okay.
very excited to
I'm
bring stuff out for you
okay.
guys. So we've already talked a couple of times about our urban line, right? So we have those
Yes.
tags.
Mhm.
These are we started with the magnetics.
Yes.
Eventually we brought out some silicone bands for those that have a buckle, like an old school watch band.
Mhm. Mhm.
So those are our Treks, and we have those as well. We also have those watch band styles that are more like when you see a Rolex and it's got the little ridges.
Yes, I like those. I think they're a nice, they're a really good heavy look
Yes.
for, I think it can be more masculine, but there's I mean, I also love a nice heavy watch band look as well.
Yeah, they definitely go for both men and women,
Yes.
and they're lovely because it gets a really substantial look.
Yeah.
And it feels comfortable because it's a
Mhm.
style of jewelry most people have worn at some point, and they have those little push button butterfly closures that just open up
Both
super
open.
easily, real easy to put on for yourself.
Right.
We wanted to go a little sportier this season. So now we have our urban tags on these new silicone bands that are
Interesting.
magnetic.
Nuh-uh.
Can
Look
you hear
at
it?
that.
Yeah. And so they're super adjustable and they're magnetic.
That's fabulous.
And I love it because
I
now,
love that.
people with pacemakers, ask your physician. They are super
Because of
little
magnets.
magnets, but we always label our products magnetic if they have magnets in them.
Sure.
And so we really want to take good care of you guys. I want to make sure that you know that. So this
Mhm.
one, these are magnetic, and we're doing it in this lovely burgundy as well. I just
I
think
could
there's
never work for your company because my house would just be full, because to me it's just another phenomenal accessory to own, and yet it's also, it's makes sense, but I look at it as accessory before I look at it for what it's really supposed to be looked at. But that's because
This
I
is
have
why
an
I can't work
obsession.
in retail. This is
Yeah.
why I can't
No.
work in a retail store. No,
Right.
I would just be buying the things all the time.
Right.
It's terrible. It's terrible problem. We have some team members in the marketing department who have been with us with a little less time than I've been with the
Mhm.
company, and they've each only been with us a few years, and they were having a debate over how many Lawrence Hope bracelets I own.
I can't even guess. That should be a contest. We should
We
have
can
that
make
be
it
a
a contest.
instead
We
of
can do
count
it.
the jelly beans, how many bracelets does Tara own?
This is Sarah own. You got to remember, I started as a customer.
Okay, so
I've
there's a
been with
lot.
the company 12 years. So
Yeah, that's going to
have
be a lot.
of bracelets.
Yeah, if I had to guess, well, gosh, now you've been with them. Oh, so how long were you a customer before you've been working there? 12 years?
Oh gosh, 4 years probably.
Okay, I'm going to make a guess. Tell me if you think I'm even close.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to guess maybe 120, 100.
Oh no,
Not 100? No, that
Now,
would have been me.
Leanne, sure. And
All right, so I'm
Lauren,
going to guess.
the Lauren, who we named the company after, absolutely. I
12 years,
am more
120,
frugal than
35?
I think when I counted last time, it was somewhere around 50.
You need those bracelet stands and just have them. And these are all the rubberized magnets, and
I had
these
to
are
lay
all
them
the
all out and count them. It was between pendants and
Oh yeah,
ID tags and bracelets, and it's a lot. But also, I've built this wardrobe over time, and a lot of it, the reason for it is because you can buy a bracelet and not buy another tag every time you buy
exactly.
a bracelet. And a lot of the
Yeah.
companies don't do that. They don't let you just buy what you need.
Right.
And
Right.
so when people ask us often, it comes up, people will say, well, how come it says, from $56?
Mhm.
Because when we, on an interchangeable bracelet, we show you the price of the bracelet strand. And we do that
Mhm.
because you can add a tag or
Right.
not. And I think it tends to be confusing to a first-time customer, in my opinion, because they don't know that, oh, you're going to want to come back and buy another bracelet and
Sure.
add that and start building that wardrobe. And you're not going to want to have to buy a tag every time. You might
Right.
be like Karen and want a tag for every bracelet.
I have 3
Which
tags,
is
of which
fine.
2 I can use. The third I can't because I'm not in Plavix anymore, but I'll still use it because it's pretty.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that like you build that up, right? Over
Right.
time, you collect
Yeah.
them. And so it becomes a thing. And we believe strongly that you should only pay for what you want. You
Right.
should only have to buy what you want. We
I have
are
4
not
bracelets.
in the business of making people buy extra stuff. And so we sell our bracelets and tags. You can buy them together, but they are priced separately.
Yeah.
So you can just buy what you want and what you need.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, the last thing I have for you guys.
Yeah.
And this was my personal pet project. I have
Okay.
wanted these for a really long time, and I'm super excited because we've got those fun nylon bands.
Oh, wow, yeah. It reminds
And
me kind of like what you would make in camp.
yes, and they're very much like the Apple Watch bands
Mhm.
that you see with those nylon loops.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
They're super stretchy.
Mhm.
They're adjustable.
Yeah.
And they use our urban tags, so they're engraved on the back like our urbans, which would look like that.
Did those
Nice.
the ones you just showed, did they come in different colors?
So we're bringing that out in rainbow and in black.
Nice. Mhm.
I am super excited about this.
Yeah, those are really nice.
They're
That black's
fun.
going to do. I think they're both going to do really well, but I can see a lot of people wanting either or actually, but that's nice. Yeah. Especially if you're going to work out. See, I bet you'd be like more sweat resistant and it's sportier look to it.
Yeah.
Play pickleball in it.
Yes. And it's so fun because we probably will. There's a pickleball place right around the corner from our office, and we'll probably go over there to shoot when we do lifestyle for these, because
Yeah.
it is. It's just a fun thing to be outside and do that.
Right. Exactly.
And yeah, that's a lot of fun. We
I
love
love
pickleball.
it. I love it. All right, let's see if anybody has any questions.
No extra questions, but a lot of. I love it. I love that too. Oh, I have to get my husband one for his pacemaker.
Oh, that's
Yay!
great. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we're gonna chat a little bit. Josh, do you want to get a randomized wheel together?
I think I'm ready.
You think you're ready? All right, well, let's
I think
do
I'm ready.
our drawing for our two names. And I will just need people to email info@aortichope.org if you're chosen. And this way I can get your special code to you and along with the link that you should use to place your order. And you're saying you're having a big Black Friday sale, huh?
Oh yeah.
Going
But before then,
shopping.
Black Friday is going to be amazing.
Okay.
I mean, not to be missed.
I cannot wait. I'm going to put it on my phone.
I'm so excited. I cannot begin to tell you. But that's like 6 weeks away. And I don't know about you guys, but like
Gotta go sooner.
that's a really long time.
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
Yes.
we have a 25% off flash sale.
Oh, so that's awesome. Like, you got to take advantage of that.
That's the discount we had last year on Black Friday. That's a big deal for us. We do not do that a lot. And so I'm really excited about this. So tomorrow's flash sale, 25% off, super big deal.
All right.
Free shipping in the US. So if you win that gift certificate and you shop tomorrow, you are going to do really well. It's
not like a one code or the other. I mean, this is like having a gift card, what we're giving you tonight. And that gift card.
Those are gift certificates. So they go in the payment field. They are not coupons.
They are not promo code, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Right. This is like having moolah to spend at the company, which would be great. All right, Josh. That's my pitiful drum roll.
All right. Let's get this thing ready to go.
Okie dokie.
Hooray!
Boop. Tom, Christina, Donna, Ken. Let me see if I can help you guys see this as well. Hold on. Boop. Can you see that?
I can.
Yay, this is working out. I love it when tech works.
Do-do-do-do.
Christina. Is winner number 1.
Woohoo! Woohoo! You know what it is? It's everybody hunkering down from that big storm. So please, those of you in the path of Helene, like, stay safe. You're probably not watching. So I hope that when you see this, you stayed safe.
Yeah.
Bad news. I was watching earlier. Oof.
That is one thing I do not miss about Florida.
Yes.
It's always scary. Always scary.
Tom. Yay. Awesome. Great job, guys. Yeah, you know, I love Marco Island. I go to it's just south of Naples. We go there every single year, and they were showing the one scene on the news of that bridge that was getting washed out that now is. That's what got destroyed back with Irma. And we had just been to this cute little town that was over that bridge, very artsy, almost like a little mini Key West, only a couple blocks long, and it was wiped off. Just the buildings we were in, the cute little art boutique stores gone, and they were just rebuilt, and now it's going to be gone. Just going to be gone again. And it's like, how many times do you allow yourselves to be gone before you just say, maybe we should move to higher ground? It's what I'd be saying. I was looking at Naples. They have a shopping area called Tin City. They're showing that a lot on the news, and the water, it was probably at about, I'd say 4.5, 5 feet already, and the sun was still up at that point. They're not even in their storm surge yet. And all of so Tin City is like almost like an S-shaped or Z-shaped, L-shaped, some kind of weird shaped. It looks just like a bunch of broken down buildings together on the outside near a marina. But inside, it's stall after stall of whether it's T-shirts or jewelry or seashells or ice cream, you know, really cool. You just kind of walk around. Then there's like bars at the anchors, all underwater, all probably wrecked and destroyed. And, you know, you just never know what's going to be built back by the time you get there in a few months, because it's, you know, we're going to be there again in May. But it's just so devastating. I mean, this is very dangerous just because of the storm surge and the winds. I mean, 20-foot storm surge.
It reminds me of Andrew. Do you remember
It's,
that one? Early 2000s.
yeah.
When I still lived in Florida in the early 2000s. I left Florida in 2012, and the year I was expecting my son, we had 2 hurricanes that actually touched Gainesville, which we were so far inland. I mean, we're where people go,
Right.
to get away from
Yeah.
the storm. They came through. We were without power, and the trees were down, and all the things.
Yeah.
And for Gainesville to get it is like, that's some storm. I mean, because we're pretty far inland, and that just that was horrible. And there was no storm surge. There was no water, coming up in my house, just,
It's just wind
oh
and
my gosh,
rain.
it's 85 degrees and we have no power. And,
Yeah.
it's a nightmare. And further south, I mean, we went down to go see family after that. And it was years of us seeing blue tarps on roofs. And it took so long for people to rebuild. And it was awful, just awful. And so, no, it's terrifying what's going on there right now.
There's still places in New Orleans, I mean, that never recovered, ever,
No.
and never will. I think it's just too hard, but thankfully, at least they were spared this time. So we're not going to talk about the sad stuff. Are we playing trivia? Are we ready to do that?
It depends. How you feeling?
I'm tired. I got this. It's pretty juicy.
You're sick. I mean,
We could
he's not
do.
going to play
It's
trivia
disgusting.
if you need to rest.
What we could do.
Oh dear, what you got?
Okay. We could just do lightning round 500 only.
I'm game.
I'm game. I'm going to lose, but I'm game. I'm going to hold out somehow.
This is so good.
Fine.
I am
Fine.
I think tonight is your night. I have a gut feeling. Tonight's
Don't
your night.
throw it.
I
Don't throw it
promise I
because you're
won't.
trying to be
I
nice.
don't even throw it when I play with my kids. Are you kidding? The only time I ever throw something,
She's
I will say,
cutthroat.
when my
Just give
daughter
me,
was 6,
Yeah.
I did throw some games of Candyland because mom needed to break,
Well, my son would have.
You can only play so much Candyland.
We would play games like Risk and Battleship and stuff with my kid, and he such a temper tantrum. Oh my gosh! But I don't know where he gets it from. I would play games with my mom, and if I'm getting completely spanked, I just say, well, I'm now officially going to see how bad I can lose. So you win, but I'm going to go the other. It's poor loser syndrome. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. All right, let's go.
Okay.
500.
What you
Rapid
got?
fire round.
Rapid
What do we got
fire
here?
round.
Let's do it.
Okay, 500 only.
Okay.
All right.
Are you sharing a screen or are you just verbally?
I will.
Yeah, how are we doing this?
Okay. I'm like ready to take
Tara
notes.
the board right away.
Oh,
Okay.
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 Right, and chat can also cue in here. I've got a little spot here for chat.
Okay. They're going to play with us. Well, that's
All
fun.
right, let me get
Awesome,
this
yeah.
share out. Boop. All right, so
Oh dear.
fashion,
Lordy.
TV, movies, and books, music and news, or consumer products.
We're playing
Books.
only the 500s?
Only the 500s.
Books.
Oh, Lord.
Books.
Books for 500.
Charles Johnson got the what award?
Who's Charles Johnson?
Yeah, really. Who is Charles Johnson? All right, it's a book thing, so let's say,
Could be TV or movie.
yeah, good.
I'm going to, sorry.
I'm gonna say he got the Newbery Award.
Newbery Award.
Yeah, it's a children's book award.
Spacebar to reveal the answer. The National Book Award.
Can't
There you
believe
go.
you even knew that it was a book. I was going to say you got an Emmy. The fact that you knew that it was a book is still mind-blowing. Whose turn is it? I can't.
All right.
I can't.
So, Karen,
Well, I missed it, so I think it's your turn.
Me?
it is your turn.
I'm going to take consumer product.
Consumer products for 500. When
What
was
was that?
the I'm feeling lucky button added to the Google search engine?
I didn't even know that really worked. I've never ever pushed it. I just thought it was something I shouldn't touch. I don't know. Let me think about my life. I'm going to guess 2000.
2000?
I don't know because things happened between 1999 and 2000.
1998.
I didn't know it was there since launch. All right, well, I wasn't
Right.
too far. I was only 2 years off.
You were close.
Yeah. You were close.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're both close, but no cigars.
We're
0-0.
both
Zeros.
negative 500.
All right, Tara. Pick your board.
Music and news.
Music and news.
Yes, please.
Is the Hubble Space Telescope
Yes, it is.
still in
Yes,
use?
it is. Yes.
That's 500. That's a 500. That's a
is still in
100-point
use.
question. Of course it is. It's
Yes,
not as
and
pretty
if you're not
pictures as
familiar with it,
James Webb, but
Go online and look up Hubble versus James Webb, and you will get these super cool side by sides where you can
It is-
see the Hubble image, which was already amazing, next to a James Webb image, which will blow your mind.
blow your mind. Blow it. Yes.
Yeah.
Right on.
Amazing.
All right. I guess Tara gets to pick fashion for
Can I get
500.
fashion? Well, this is going to be funny, because no.
Ready? Is Kate
All right,
Moss
well, I got a
part of the
50-50
Big
chance
Five?
here. I'm going to say yes, because I got a 50-50 chance.
No.
I was going to go yes. So,
Oh.
all right, are we still playing? Because now I feel like I need a chance.
If you want to play, let's play.
Okay.
Okay, we're going.
Go for it.
I'm going to do consumer products 400.
Let's just play backwards.
Data services just texting became possible from the introduction of.
Data services such as
don't
texting became possible from the introduction of.
I don't know. Did it all start from pagers or something? Because I texted cryptic messages on a pager or Blackberries.
2G.
I would
What the hell? Wait, okay,
get these.
I'm looking for a consumer product like.
better source for trivia. Like Karen gets the weirdest questions.
Right, she's gonna get something now that's gonna be like, Mary
Like,
had
what
a little
color is
what?
orange? Yeah.
Go for it, Tara.
All right. Music and news for 400, please.
Oh my god.
Who is the most famous musician of the 90s?
That is subjective.
Right.
Oh, I can't say it. I can't say that word. It's Britney.
All right.
I agree with you though. I would have
Carey.
said that.
I
I would never have said that.
Of the 90s.
Yeah. No, never. And like who? That's not like a fact. That's an opinion. These
I
are
would have
fun
thought
things.
like Will Smith or, but it all depends on what music genre. You could have said
Right?
Nirvana or Pearl Jam if that's what you like. So that's so
Yeah.
odd, but okay.
And I guess Britney was really early 2000s.
Back to you, Karen.
Yeah, she's probably young. All right, so I'll do music and news 300, even though I'm still behind.
Who won FIFA World Cup in 1994?
All right.
There was a
This is
team,
great.
There was a team.
and it was a team, and they
A
won.
soccer team.
A
soccer team,
I
right.
guarantee it was a soccer team.
Brazil.
100%. It was a soccer team.
You guys were very close.
You know,
Tara,
so
you just got
dumb.
control of the board again.
Why? It's so ridiculous. All right.
I
TV
picked a
movies and
random
books
90s and I was like, this looks like a good mix.
Oh,
for-
these are
TV,
all
movie, and
these are
books.
all from the 90s. I didn't real. Okay, now I get it. Okay, I'm in the right
Okay.
time frame.
Books for 400, please.
Lord.
Books for 400. Was cable TV or broadcast TV getting phased out?
Phased out in the 90s. Broadcast
Broadcast.
was getting phased out. Cable people were
Broadcast.
doing. Yeah.
Boop.
This is really a question. Okay, you want to know what my question's going to be? Who was the scientist who discovered the quantum physics analysis of the? That's what I get. Why is this? Just give me music for 200. I can't get anything.
No, I think
I'm
it's
not-
still my
She
turn.
still
I got
has
it right.
control
Oh,
of the board.
it's still her turn, so it's fine.
Great.
Just keep eating
right,
up
let's
all
do
the points.
TV, movies, and books for 300, please.
Who's the main character of the show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Oh my God, Karen, you can have it. You do it. That's ridiculous. You
I mean-
literally were just talking about it.
Yeah, it was Will Smith. He's
Will
the
Smith.
Fresh Prince.
Of Bel Air.
Look at that. 300 points,
Yeah.
Karen. Yay.
Yeah.
I mean, who is the
You
Fresh
deserve a
Prince of
fair
Bel Air?
question.
It's the Fresh Prince. Is it
Yeah.
my turn?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
All right, give me fashion 400.
Fashion 400. Is silk or linen fabric smoother?
Okay.
Okay, good. You finally got it.
Silk.
Silk fabric is smoother.
Yeah.
Look at this
I'm
handoff.
actually on the board.
Look at this handoff.
I'll take fashion for 3.
Fashion
Ask
for
me
3.
about parachute points and parachute pants. I'll say those were the 80s. Oh, 70s disco?
In what
70s.
decades were disco fashion popular?
70s, not the 90s.
The 70s and 90s.
Okay, well, I was still right.
But now I can't because it says and you said not.
I don't care. I got it.
It's too
Give me
late.
the next one.
I can't give you half credit.
All
Tara.
All right.
He just wants you to win. It's fine.
Fashion for 200. What is the most popular fabric in the 90s?
Denim.
Ugh, I hate denim. Velvet. Karen back
It's okay.
on
I was gonna say lycra.
Gross.
All right, music.
Chokers.
Music 200. Yes, I remember those.
Music for
what bad
200.
fashion in the 90s.
What caused the Cold War to end?
I don't know. Do you know how old I was? Do you think I cared? Like, I was young. I was too busy at a bar to care. It sounds horrible, but I don't know.
Does
temperature increase?
The Berlin Wall, but that
I was going to say the Berlin Wall. That's the only thing that was like that I can really remember when I was that age.
It was the breakdown of the USSR.
I'm
USSR
sorry. You all
dissolved.
can laugh at me.
That's okay.
It is what it is.
Tara?
All right. TV, movies, and books.
Closing out the charts. What type of shows became popular in the 90s? I know this answer.
Reality TV.
Sitcoms.
I was going to say family sitcoms.
Yep.
They
exploded.
Yeah, you're talking about like
before
Huxtables, Married with Children. No, you got like Married with Children, Huxtables, like all of those. Like in living.
Like the Cosby Show was in the 80s. So was Family Ties.
A Different World was in the 90s.
But
yes.
What was the time slot of sitcoms?
Your 8 p.m.
8 p.m., right? And then how big did cable television get between the 80s and 90s?
Huge.
And then the competition started ramping up like crazy.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
Roseanne Barr.
Yep.
That was all. It was big.
All right.
That was 90s.
Karen, right, you're on.
You pick.
Consumer Products 200.
Just going for the easy one. What was the first recorded transaction on the internet?
I don't know. I know what the first thing was that I looked up on the internet, but I don't know what it was.
All right. A large pepperoni, mushroom, and extra cheese.
Did you know
pizza.
that?
I did know that. I did know that, but the only reason why I know this, because it's a consumer product of the 90s. The only reason why I know this is because to replicate that same thing, somebody used Bitcoin to purchase pizza. And they keep going back to that transaction where this guy spent what, in today's value of Bitcoin, is hundreds of millions of dollars for pizza.
Well, I think that consumer products could have been things like, deodorant. It's a consumer product. Oh, good.
When was Google created?
I know this.
Go for it. It's your turn.
1998.
Because they just said it. It was just in the other question.
It was in one of the answers like 10 minutes ago.
It was just on. It was just an answer before.
It's from launch in 1998, which is why it was like right top of mind.
Good job. You win.
Well, was I spanked or was it
500-point win? This is way better than you've done in the past. This is a massive improvement.
I'm not playing this anymore. We're going to have to play a different game.
We have to find a better source of trivia because some of these are just ridiculous.
Well, the source of trivia. Oh, I closed that screen. The source of trivia, and you're going to laugh because it's a really silly thing, is called Jeopardy Labs.
I don't like Jeopardy.
So when I go in and want to look for something, they have there are 2 million games on Jeopardy Labs.
Okay.
It's just some of the questions don't make sense, and some of them it's like a matter of an opinion, or it's like
and consumer products shouldn't only have to do with electronics. It should have to do with Coca-Cola and and other things, just not technology.
Yeah, the nerd who made this Jeopardy puzzle
is a nerd.
Was a
It's a
nerd.
nerd.
That happens.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yep.
We used to play games when we did ladies' nights. We would do what was that one game we did? I saw it on the internet where somebody like
the noise thing.
made a sound and then the other person would have to mimic that sound. So let me see. Like if I did.
Hold on.
Like you're playing Simon.
Let Tara make a noise with something.
Oh no, I was gonna do it and tell her to mimic this sound.
Okay, go for it.
Ready?
Closer to the mic. We hear nothing. The sound suppression is very good.
Okay.
Nope, we hear nothing. That's how good these mics are. This is why I wanted you to get it.
All right. I'm just gonna bang this.
Nope, nothing.
Okay.
So every time you get spooked because you think we can hear your dog, we can't.
Clearly not.
All right.
Great.
Where do I have something that I can make a noise that you can actually hear instead of me just banging stuff that's silent?
I think you have to make a noise.
I know, right? I'm ready for this.
A verbal noise.
This is going to be the horse of noise making.
You can't hear this? Oh, you can't hear me ripping tape. All right, here's another game, okay? I'm going to make a noise and I'm going to make a face and you're going to make the sound that you think my face would be making, okay? You're so fun. Ready?
E! Oh my goodness. I can't. What are we doing?
Now you make a face and I'll make the sound of what your face would sound like. It's a great game, isn't it? I'm gonna cough up a lung.
We're not even having cocktails. And it's this like
I know. Okay, your turn. Make the face.
I can't.
All right, you want me to make another face?
Oh my god, no, I can't stop laughing.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, all right.
I'm staring. I'm ready. Hands
down the weirdest game we've ever played. I have never ever done a live stream where I did not end up with like tears and laughing. Like I just can't. Oh my god.
It's a great one, right? Okay, here's another one. You ready?
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. I think it's like.
Wait, that's exactly what I just did. You have to make the sound.
That is a sound.
I was expecting you to say bop, bop, bop,
you.
bop, bop. That's what I was expecting you to do.
We couldn't hear you, so.
No, I'm not supposed to make a sound. Oh, you could hear my sound?
We could
That's
not
the
hear
whole
your sound.
key.
I made the sound.
Oh, and that's the sound you want it to be is just.
Yeah, because it's like.
Okay, all right. Hey, that's fair. I'll take that. That's good. That works. Okay, I'm now with you. All right, you
She's
make
still
your face.
winning this game.
I can't handle it. Oh my god.
All right, you got one more face to
How do
make.
you win this game? I don't see any
You
winners.
don't.
This is like, I feel definitely sure that there are no
don't.
winners.
You just make strange faces, and the other person fills in the face with the sound.
Oh, we gotta
It's a
pull
great
Josh
game.
into. I'm gonna one of these days we're gonna get Josh on screen.
He's so entertained right now. I'm telling you, he's going to say that was great.
Hysterically. This is currently my favorite iteration of games.
I wish that you could hear this. This can of what is it? Varnish. It's got the bead inside.
Varnish? Why do you have a can of varnish on
why? Because we have you're going to love this, okay? We have Aortic we have the Aortic artist that does arts and crafts. And so we just took, mine's very scary looking. We just took flower pots and painted.
Oh,
It's so ugly. This one's so ugly. But the other one I have downstairs is really cute. Yeah, she's got hair all the way around. But the girl, it's so just cute. Our arts and crafts night. We do a lot of really fun things here to create like a sense of community. Fun. So I already saw what October's arts and crafts is going to be, and it's really cute. We've got it, and everything is like under $10 or so, no more than like 20. And so we're getting t-shirts. I'm going to get a gray t-shirt. This is what I was told to get, gray t-shirt, and get she got it as a wood a Halloween stencil, but you can get anywhere you can find a Halloween stencil, and bleach. 1 part bleach, 2 part water in a spray bottle. And then we're just supposed to, you know what I'm going to do. It's just to spray it, and then it's going to look all spooky. So yeah. Yeah. So that's what we're doing in October.
At summer camp, they made some stuff like that in summer camp, and it was so cute.
Yeah.
So fun.
Different fun arts and crafts, and we'll paint eventually and whatever else. This lady's very, very crafty, and those were the Lola pots. She actually made a pot that looks like Snoop Dogg to give to Josh. It has braids and it has a blunt coming out of his mouth and chains. Yeah, she made Michael Jackson whole getup and outfit, and yeah. Then once she started making tons of them, she's got like 3-foot tall ones that are for football teams that you can put like the plate underneath the pot is on top of the head, and you could put like candies and foods and snacks in there. She's so creative. Yeah, she's really good. Very good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, her pot looks awesome. Mine looks like her eyeball busted, but it's okay. It's all right. It's about the fun of the process, right? That's all it is. The process, just like tonight.
This is fun.
Just like being here with you tonight. It's the process of fun.
It is process. And it is so fun.
It is.
Okay. This is the best thing I've seen all day.
Isn't that amazing? So good. I love the blunt hanging out of his mouth.
Handle it.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We need to make one that has little hands, and we'll put a little medical ID on it.
Yes. That would be awesome. It'll be a Lawrence Hope like mascot.
Oh my gosh. It'll be so
be at your front door of your business, and people can come and pick like candies off during the holidays or something.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys. Speaking of which.
Yeah.
You have to check out our Instagram tomorrow.
Okay.
There'll be a very special guest.
Okay.
Very special guest star. Because tomorrow's big day.
All right.
So just remember, as we were talking about, that was just making me think of like, here's this funny thing, and let's make a funny thing and take some pictures of it. And we took some very fun pictures today.
All right. I will look at that.
Tomorrow. So
and tomorrow's 25% off day. So we got to think about that too.
Tomorrow
but thank you again.
Off, and that's huge. It's just huge. There's just,
it is huge.
I know people love to this time of year, I don't know if you do this. I wait for, big Black Friday deals, right? Who isn't waiting for at least for the prime days in October or something, right?
Right.
Those big deals are coming, but we're running big deals all the way through.
It's smart. It's smart.
It's like, I don't want to make people wait for holiday for a great deal. You need your medical ID when you need your medical ID.
Yeah,
so
you do.
We have great offers going on all season.
Good thinking. I like it.
Yeah, buy when you want, buy what you want.
Right.
And we got you covered.
I love it. Well, I just want to thank everyone who joined us, and thanks to our 2 winners, Tom and Christine. And thank you again for joining me tonight.
Before we let her go, can I get you to have just hold all the different bracelets up, as many as you can? I just want to have everybody take one last look at them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then remember, 25% flash sale starting midnight.
Yeah, we'll make sure that the link is up with this video, as well as if you go to our Hope Shop on our website, you'll scroll down, you'll see Lawrence Hope in there. There is a link. It says click this link. And in full disclosure, that is our affiliate link. So without any extra cost to any of you, a portion of your sale is donated back to Aortic Hope if you utilize that link, and it won't impair your ability to use your gift card or your promo or whatever.
Absolutely not. We're happy to support Aortic Hope that way. And whether you come through an affiliate link, whether you use a coupon, any of it makes no difference for the consumer, and it certainly makes no difference for Aortic Hope. They're going to get paid whether you use a coupon or not. The very common question about that.
Our fun
some of our little bracelets. So we've got Urban.
Tara first. Yeah.
So we have Urban here on the end.
Oh wait, I love that one. That silver one with that big chunky silver bracelet.
Yeah. So hold on, I'll show you. All right. So there's Urban.
That's so pretty.
With the mother of pearl in it, I really love.
Yeah, that's really
nice. And then Melody, which you guys have seen.
Stretchy.
It is stretchy, and we also have this in pearl, and it comes in metal tones in both just metal and in pearl. And then this is Sloan. We have Sloan in. It's a really fun bracelet. This is my neck.
That's silver and gold.
These are my collection. This I love. We do it in silver and gold, and we do it in silver and rose. This one is silver and rose. And then the Gemini tags we have we have our Gemini tags in both silver and rose and in silver and gold. So, which I love that because it's so nice. It's a nice, bold symbol, lots of contrast. And those are my favorite.
I could do the Sloan with my gold tag or my silver tag. That's what I'm getting myself tomorrow. I'm buying a Sloan tomorrow.
I love these. I have had this one for a few years and like, look at it. I mean, it's perfect. And I love it. It's super comfortable. And it also makes for good stacks because it pairs everything. And it looks good, right? So if you put it with, build yourself a little stack. It's so fun.
Very nice.
And so, all right, Josh, I know you wanted me to hold other stuff up. So we've got our guys that are coming out over holiday with fun nylon bands. We've got our new stretchy tennis bracelet, again, not available till holiday. I have not named this one yet. Anybody have a good name suggestion? I would love. What?
Voltron.
I do not think that I'm going to get a thumbs up from anybody in the office on Voltron for a ladies' tennis bracelet. We might find a space for that in the kids section. That would be kind of fun.
Oh my God, my brain. If it wasn't late at night, I'd already have a bunch for you. I will have some maybe by tomorrow morning.
Think about it. So then we had Shelly, which we also just saw. Again, unreleased, and this will come out over holiday. Yeah. Looks gorgeous with the Howlite tag.
So nice.
And stretchy. So it does not get easier than that.
Yeah.
Also, if you have trouble putting your bracelet on, which some people do, if it's not stretch, we have bracelet helpers now. So in our accessories category, you'll see these they kind of look like a little stick like this. And it has a little chumpy little clip on the side and it clips onto your tag. So then it just holds the tag. You hold the tag still while you clasp it. And it's super helpful. And you don't have to like put your bracelet in your pocket and then wait till you get to work and be like, can I do my bracelet?
I do that. I do that now, especially that I got rid of cut all my nails back. I'm like, I can't even find an N to clasp it. But yeah, no. And I thought about that this afternoon. I thought, God, I need to get one of those clasp holders are making things a lot easier for me.
They're delightful. Yeah. They're super helpful. I get asked a lot if they scratch the tag because it's little, just, grippy. Yeah. Looks like a little alligator mouth, And I was concerned about that when we first got them in. So I literally took those things and I dragged them across a bunch of tags to make sure that they didn't damage the tag, and they don't. Okay. Now, also, don't drag it across your tag. Bite the tag. I always say bite the tag right here at the edge, right? Bite the tag, hold it still. And then when you're done, open the claw and let it go. Yeah. Don't drag it across. But I did drag it across a bunch of tags.
Right. Well, you have to test it. So you're the product tester.
We test everything. We want, if it's something we haven't had before, if we didn't make it, or we didn't make those parts, then we want to test that and make sure that it holds up, that it's, it's the first quality that we are good with. Because if your bracelet isn't good quality, you're not going to wear it, or it's going to break, and you're not going to have it if you need it. And that is so important to us. And it is one of the many, many reasons why quality is so, so important to us. So absolutely, the bracelet helpers they're the perfect length. They work great. Even if you accidentally dragged it across your tag, it should be fine. Try not to do that.
All right. These are my bracelets.
Look at you. Let's see what you're wearing. You've got Anne, right? Nope.
No.
No, you don't. I can't see. Oh, you're wearing your Ella's.
Both Ella's. Yeah.
Okay, so then you're going to have to see when this one comes out.
Yeah.
For sure. You can layer it with your other silver one, or you can make a mixed metal look. We also have this now in mixed metals.
Yes, I've seen those in rose gold, yellow gold.
I think I have one actually. Let me sec. In my Felix's bag o' tricks. Yes. This looks so good with the Gemini tag, and it looks really good with Sloan. So this is Ella in mixed metals.
Yeah, very pretty.
Silver, rose, and gold. And it makes a really fun stack with Sloan, and it looks awesome with the Gemini tag.
Yeah, no, it's a great look. Great look.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I love that. I love that something that we need, right? We need our IDs, but we do not need to be defined by our conditions. Right. And we I've had a mastectomy. I do not want to wear a pink band all the time, right? Yeah. My children are autistic. They do not necessarily want to wear blue bands all the time, right? Right. We are more than our conditions. We we are not defined by our conditions, and our jewelry shouldn't be either. That's where the company came from, was this teenager who was just not having it with these unattractive IDs that she felt drew unwanted attention to her condition, and she wasn't ready to talk to her friends about her diabetes. She was a teenager, and when you're a teenager, you don't want to stand up for anything that's not within your control. It's the worst. And being able to have styles that spoke to her, that allowed her to express her personal style, meant so much to her. And it has meant so much to so many people now. Yeah. And, people still to this day, they write us letters, send us postcards, email us, leave us voicemails, you name it. They find a way to get through, and they tell us that over and over again. I feel more confident leaving the house. Yeah. Or I never used to wear one because they were so atrocious. And now I found Lauren's Hope, and now I wear my Med ID every day. Yeah. And that's why we do this, right? So it is fun, and it's always fun to get on here and talk about the fashion part with you. But really what's behind it is peace of mind, right? And I always tell people that we don't really sell jewelry. We sell peace of mind, because it is the means to that, right? It is this little thing that every day lets you know I'm doing my best to look out for myself, just like when I put on my seatbelt every time I get in the car.
Exactly. I mean, people in the community travel often, and their biggest fear is, where's the local hospital, and what do I need to have a card, and it's in my wallet, and having a card is fine. And you guys did actually send me a card in my package, so that's great added bonus. But people shouldn't have to worry so much about when they travel. Having to have that, you're worrying in and of itself could exacerbate a condition. If you have the bracelet on, most of that has been taken away, because again, if something happens to you and you can't speak up for yourself, your loved one's frantic, isn't thinking, let me go through and find a card. It's already on your wrist. It's already around your neck. Could be on your keys, on a key tag. So it's already there. And I mean, the purpose is the number one reason to have this, but for a lot of people who don't want to have to admit, and like you said, show outwardly that they have an issue, this does make it a lot trendier to show it. So it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. This becomes part of your look.
It does. And, to me, that's such a gift. Yeah. Because no one wants to feel tagged or labeled, right? Even if you would pick out, even if you just organically would pick out the thing that was available, being told that's your only option immediately makes us all not want to wear that thing, right?
It's just it was always so traditionally sterile looking.
Yes.
Just the stainless steel and the red and stainless tag. And it just screamed medical issue. And I think that being able to have something that doesn't scream that, but knowing that the first responders are used to looking for a piece of jewelry, they've now been trained that this allows people to feel like they want to wear it. They want to be more compliant. They want to feel more safe and secure. They're not looking only for the old time stainless, clunky, heavy, although some might like that look, that's great. But a lot of people didn't. They now know to look for this, which
still have,
makes you feel safer.
Silver dog tags, red symbol. We still have low profile men's pieces, silver, red symbol. Yep. We still have some for women. Some people do want that very traditional look, but we do it with quality metals. They're not base metal, doesn't turn your wrist green, all of that, because it shouldn't just keep you safe. It should be safe and comfortable to wear,
Yeah.
right? So the other element about modern med IDs, as opposed to the IDs of the past that we've talked about, is that they're custom engraved. And so I want to make this point because it is really important to understand that old school med IDs were pre-engraved, right? You buy it at the store and it just said diabetes, right?
Right.
Good luck finding one that said aortic aneurysm like that, because it's just not a common enough, like super common thing
Right.
that they would stock that in the store. Right? So now, because there's custom engraving and because there's e-commerce and we can buy online, right? So we can customize it exactly for you. It's just like you were saying, you could never have found an ID that had aortic dissection and colostomy, right? You're not going to find those things on something pre-engraved. And also, who are you and who can we call for you, right? So the customization is so key. I also really, while we're talking about engraving, highly recommend our laser engraving. What Karen showed all of you and what I showed you, that's our laser engraving. You'll see it as premium laser on the site. Rotary engraving is also great. That's that traditional tone-on-tone engraving, like what you used to see on trophies, right? And for a long time, that was the standard. And we still offer that because if you have a necklace, sometimes people want that more discreet. Like if it flips over, they don't want people across the table being able to read their information. But laser gives you that contrast that you're showing that makes it easier to read. And so it's important to think about that in terms of, I want an EMT to flip this over and read it. If it's covered in blood, dirt, or snow, if it's dark out, if I'm, in a weird environment and there's no good light, I want it to be able to be read immediately. And so when every ID I've ever bought my children, I always buy the laser. And I always do laser for my own, my mom, my grandma, everyone in my family that wears them, we always choose laser. And to me, that's like the best upgrade you can choose for your bracelet.
I agree.
It's so impactful, and it makes you feel better too, because it's super easy to read. So we do that. But the customization really does matter. And it's another reason why sometimes people ask us, well, why don't I just get a tattoo that says my condition? And a lot of people do that.
But things change.
Things change. Not all conditions are permanent. Also, you could have a tattoo. I could have one right here that's that said drug allergies, whatever it might be, but it's not gonna have my name. It's not gonna have my emergency contacts. It's
right.
It's and also when we interview first responders and we ask them about tattoos, because I get that question, and it's a fair question. They go, do you know how many adults have tattoos these days? Seriously, they just look at us like,
right.
How many adults do you know who don't have any tattoos anymore? So when you think about it in that way, they are not looking all over your body for different tattoos. Like that's not happening. And the wallet card thing, they don't go to your wallet or your phone until you are at the hospital. Right. You are past that, because that takes time. But when you put on your tag, see wallet card or see phone wallet, then they look, because they know there's something else going on with this person and I need to look for that. If you are having an emergency that was caused by your condition and you're in the middle of a grocery store, your purse is probably with you. But if you were in a car accident and your purse went flying and your phone went flying the other direction and you are being taken to the hospital, right now, they don't know that you are on blood thinners and they don't know what kind. And you might look okay, but you are maybe not okay.
Right.
So having those things, those are great backups. The medical ID on my phone is filled out. I have wallet cards in my wallet. Like I do all those backups. But wearing your ID on your wrist, old school, engraved, not a tech ID that you got to type a bunch of things somewhere. None of this. You need Wi-Fi for it and this kind of stuff. ERs are almost exclusively in the basement of buildings because ambulances have to pull right up to them, right? So ground floor or basement. Where do you have the worst cell signal? Ground floor or basement. If you are out in the world having an emergency, no Wi-Fi. You're counting on your cell or the EMT's cell to be able to pull up some website and do all that. That's not happening in the field.
Right.
They don't do that. When we interview EMTs, they tell us that kind of stuff. There is a social worker or nurse at the hospital who will do it and access that supplemental information, your insurance information, your doctor's name and number, your extended emergency contacts, your really long medical history, all that stuff. Absolutely. Put it in an online portal where it's secure. Do that thing. Put it all in your wallet cards. Put it in your phone medical ID. But what you wear is, who are you? What is your chief condition that either is causing this emergency or could be exacerbated by this other emergency that, it didn't cause. So are you in a car accident, or are you having a cardiac event? In either case, they need to know these basic things about you that are so, so important. They do not need to know that you had knee surgery in 1998.
Exactly.
Unless there is a piece of metal in your body that prevents you from getting an MRI, right? So we don't think about extensive medical history. We just think about those key vital things. And when we think about it that way, your engraving gets much easier, right? But that personalized engraving is really the thing that makes it the most effective. Over 85% of the EMTs we interviewed told us that custom engraved medical IDs are the most effective form of medical ID, not USB IDs you plug into a thing, because no hospital system will let you plug in a USB ID. And if you lose it, your information is exposed.
It's out there. Yeah. Yeah.
Even if you don't buy your medical ID from Lawrence Hope, please don't go buy a USB ID. Don't buy those. They're not safe, and they can break. They're not water resistant. If you lose it, your stuff is totally exposed, and no EMT or hospital system that I've ever asked, and I've asked a lot, will plug those things in. They are not allowed to. They can't take some flash drive that they find and stick it into the hospital system. It's a violation of a bunch of rules.
Right.
So engrave it, wear it, use your key tag, your phone, and your wallet card as backup.
Exactly. We could keep going.
It's the most fun.
Me.
I can talk about it all night.
I
don't know about you, but I think you do get it because you're so passionate about what you do. I love what I do. I love what Lawrence Hope does. I love it because we help people, and I just don't know that many people who get to put their daily energy into something that they feel so passionate about, that they really believe in, that they know that they produce a great product that actually does help people, that they work for a company with integrity, that's run with integrity by decent people. To me, it's such a gift to get to do this every day. And so when I get to come and tell you about it, it's like, I just get to tell you all about my job every day and all this cool stuff we do.
I know.
I mean, I literally, here I am. I get to bring jewelry home and cover my desk with jewelry, talk about jewelry for a couple hours. It's
a great job. You have a great job, and we can tell that you love it.
Well, and I mean, I'm so grateful to all of our customers. As they are the reason that we have jobs. And so if there is anything that we can do for you guys, if you have questions, if you need help, if you have a problem with a product, call us.
Yeah. We
stand behind our products, and we stand behind our customers. We are here for you. You are the reason that we do what we do. And, it is really, really our pleasure to be of service. So I hope that if you have questions, you will reach out, email us at info@lawrencehope.com, or call us. Like I said, we're open 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Just give us a call. We're so happy to help.
On that note, thank you. Thank you for taking just so much time out of your evening to be here with us today and during Aortic Disease Awareness Month. It really does mean so much to us. You really are helping us wrap up the month in a perfect way with a perfect piece of merchandise that I feel like everybody can have to help aid in the protection of this disease and help them during the recovery and management of their disease and feel a little bit more confident. So we thank you for that.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, always. We're going to find a reason just to have you, just so we can have a fun night. That's what we're doing next. And I want to thank everybody who joined us. And again, please don't forget to click like, click subscribe, bing, 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 click the bell, go on to Lauren's Hope Instagram tomorrow for something very exciting and fun. If you're thinking about buying, buy tomorrow at this early Black Friday type of a sale with 25% off. Use the link that's in our Hope shops for Lauren's Hope. You'll just scroll down, you'll find it right there. And we'll see you again the next time we go live. With our next live event is Monday at 7 p.m. So thank you again so much. Thanks, Tara.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.